Spurs fans, football fans, my front wheel skids, my moosh Savinio, are they the saviours that you've been after? There's an hole in my rebuild, dear Eliza, there's an hole in my rebuild, dear Eliza. Where's the number 9? Where's the striker? All good and well, spending 150 mil, the proposed ITK figure. Are they worth that? One of them's worth a bit of money. The other one's not worth... You couldn't split the money, 75 mil each, could you? One's better than the other. Mamouche, that's what I'm talking about. Great. Get Mamouche and a striker. Leave Savinio. Get Neto and a striker. Get Savinio and a striker. Just get a fucking striker. We ain't going to get a striker, are we? We're going to be relying on Richie. Can you see him spending any more money? You can't rely on the fitness of Solanke. So, out the door. Let's go and sell him to West Ham. Sell him to West Ham. Swap him for a West Ham player that's worth what he's worth. And put him in the squad. I didn't mean that. Talking bollocks. Then, where is the fucking striker? You've got to be a fucking idiot to rebuild the squad and not put a fucking someone with 20 plus goals in their fucking in their pocket, ain't you? Yeah. Next level. All the signings we've brought in, does that make us next level, or does it just give us a like for like sort of rebuild? If you can call it a rebuild without a striker, you know? It's like getting all the right materials in and then you've got nothing to fucking... You've got no end product. You know, you've built a building, you can't afford the windows. What the fuck? Where's the cherry on the cake for the Spurs fans? Is this supposed to be the cherry on the cake? Savinio and Mamouche. One that we've been waiting for 2 seasons. You know what? I'd have dropped that right on the fucking floor, bruv. If you've been after someone for 2 seasons, what do you see? What do you see in someone that Thomas Frank, he was going to bring it? It's a Tottenham signing, isn't it? It's not a managerial signing. If we've been after him for 2 years, it's a Tottenham signing because De Zerbi ain't been there. So let's call Savinio a Tottenham buy. And is Mamouche a De Zerbi buy? You know, people go on about, oh, De Zerbi wanted these players. But if you've been after Savinio for 2+ seasons, what, was he originally an Ange buy? An Ange want? Was he originally a fucking Tudor want? Was he originally a Frank want? Oh, bollocks, go and fuck off. That's a Tottenham buy, out and out Tottenham buy. We all know what we think of Tottenham buys, don't we? You know what I mean? Absolutely dog shit. I'm still shocked. Where's the number 9? The rebuild. No, there ain't going to be no cherry on the cake, is there? No Bakewell for you this week, Johnny. If they're registered, if we buy them today, this morning, we can register them. It's the last working day. Before the football game, you can register them. The last working day of the week. So if we get our paperwork in order quick, you might be able to get them to play, but you've got to have medicals. They've got to be fucking flown down or choppered down from wherever. It's a long shot, isn't it? The squad picks itself for Brentford, I suppose, regarding even if you ain't got Mamouche and Savinio in, it picks itself. Fernandez is fit, apparently. I didn't realise he took a knock. Is Fernandez that good? I watched West Ham all last season. He was all right. But he weren't that fucking brilliant either. You know? Watched loads of Newcastle games. Tonali's name didn't jump out at me. You know, watched a lot of Senesi's games. and Van der Hex games. But their names didn't exactly jump out at me to what clubs they come from. You know, when we got him, it was like the case of I had to think where we got him from, because their names don't jump out at you. You know, when you watch two other teams and you're just watching the football for watching the football's sake, and you get the names jump out and the players' quality comes through, and then it clicks in your brain who they are. These players didn't, to me. You know, I spoke to a really good friend the other day who was saying Savinio, he's quality, John. He's quality, mate. He's quality. But at the same time, he did say exactly the same thing that I've been thinking. We're so used to a fucking mediocre team that whoever comes in is better than we've got. But do you know what? I don't want to be that, mate. That mediocre team no more. I want to be where the filth are. I want to be where fucking Man City are. I want to be where Man United are, bruv. You know, that's where I want to be. I want a squad with a number 9. Christmas tree with a fairy on it. That's what I want. Anyway, have a good one today. Take care. Are they worth it? Chuck it in the comments. All likes and subscribes help. And thanks for watching this long. God bless you.